Hey, Jim Remley with eRealEstateCoach.com. Got some new numbers for you from the National Association of REALTORS. They're always a little bit delayed, but they show us a good indication of what's happening in the market. So take a look at housing affordability overall. Interesting numbers. The number 100 is kind of their baseline, so 150 is their benchmark right now for housing affordability. So it's good news that the market overall is very affordable. But if we want to compare that to last May at the same time, home prices and overall interest rates have made homes actually more affordable, surprisingly. Homes are 5.7% more affordable than they were a year ago, so that's good news. Another piece of good news for the market is that people's percentage of income, what they're investing in their housing payment every month, has also gone down compared to last May. So this May, people are investing 16.6% of their income into their housing budget. Last May was 17.6%. And the reason is lower interest rates have made that possible. So that's good news for the market. Another piece of good news for the market is people's wages are going up. So looking at the whole U.S., 2018 last year was $75,850. That's a family wage for the entire family. This year it's $77,944. So of course that's all market specific depending on where you live. But across the board, wages have gone up. People's wages go up. They can afford to spend more money on housing, which is a good thing. So some messaging. How do you put that out to your database, your sphere of influence, phone calls, and social media and texting? Here's a message for you. You might say, hey, good news. According to the National Association of REALTORS, homes are actually 5.7% more affordable now than they were a year ago at the same time. Two reasons, really. Interest rates have fallen and home prices have returned back to a healthy level of appreciation. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, you know somebody that's thinking about buying or selling, love to help them. So that's the messaging for those statistics. Here's some other pieces of good news, and that is some people have worried that we're kind of fall off a cliff when it comes to appreciation and go into a deceleration, but that's not actually what the top economists across the country think. Here's the numbers across the country for what the expectation is going forward, and it basically shows, if you look at these numbers, that home price expectation for 2019 is going to be in the 3 to 4% level. That's looking at the Home Price Expectation Survey, the Mortgage Bankers Association, the Zelman and Associates have looked at this, Freddie Mac, National Association of REALTORS, and Fannie Mae. So 3 to 4%. Same thing, a little bit less in 2020, so more like 3.5%. Is kind of the consensus there for appreciation. And then Mortgage Bankers Association and the Home Price Expectation Survey took it all the way to 2021 and 2022, showing, again, moderate appreciation, but still above the line. So still having home price growth, 2 to 3%. So what's the messaging here? What do we say to our clients relative to those numbers? We might say, hey, if you're on the fence about waiting, we got some interesting information. The latest projection for home prices is that they're going to continue to rise 3 to 4% over the next couple of years. But interest rates are going to be probably more volatile than that. So right now, we know we're at a 16-month low, 17-month low for interest rates. So now's a good time to lock in those low rates as a buyer. And if you're a seller, you sell your home, you're going to be buying another home, so you want to lock in those low rates as well. So it's a good time to buy, a good time to sell. So something to think about there. I think one thing that we should always think about too is how often are we communicating these numbers? Every time a new study comes out, it gives you an opportunity to show off just how much you are knowledgeable about the information, but more importantly, your interpretation of the information, because that's what people really pay us for as consultants. I hope that helped you. I hope to see you out in the market soon. A good selling, and we'll see you next time at eRealEstateCoach.com.